it don't work this time, fuck it all. I ain't doing it again. I guess I'm gonna wait a second though. I'm gonna let somebody get locked on. And then I guess we'll start talking about stuff. We're gonna see if anybody can hear me. That is what we're gonna be doing. Hoping and praying that somebody hears me. I gotta see. Alright, we're a minute on. I see what's going on. Just need to make sure people can hear me. It's the literal only thing that I care about. Green screen. I don't want to do that. Create highlight. No. Retouch. No. Like, I hate that there's not an option here to see, like, are you good? Are you not good? My other one was doing good, but this one's not collecting people, so that's not good. I don't know if anyone can hear me because no one is friggin' here. This one just kind of sucks. Like, I'm not doing anything. I don't know if it's even working. Oh no. Not fun indeed. Not fun indeed. Oh, we got somebody. Hey, whoever's here, can you hear me? I'm just trying to see if you can hear me, or at least hear something that I'm doing in the background. I know I got a lot of stuff going on, but trying to see if I'm making noise and it's being heard. That's the main thing. The last one that I was trying to do didn't really work so well. Didn't work well at all, actually. All messages, yeah, we're doing good there, but don't know. So, can you hear me? As long as you can hear me, we will get started now that literally anyone is here. This has been going on for a little while, but installation driver. This thing is amazing. It's got a little magnet on it. I use this thing a lot. Normally I'm using it though with like the offset head or something. But without that thing, man, I don't know. I really wouldn't be getting as many cabinets done. I know that. Definitely would not be getting as many cabinets done. I know typically I do like all the power tools in these, and then I do the hand tools, but I wanted to try it a little different. I wanted to do power tool then hand tool. I use this specifically for mostly taking off and putting on the outlet covers. Every now and again I might grab it like for like under a sink whenever you're on the sink bolts that like clamp it together. to the countertop. I like using it for that. Comes in a little more handy than this, but I do love this as well. But this, the Gen 4, this thing has come in very handy. I was only using this for a very long time until I grabbed the Surge and the installation driver, and then I started using those. But for the longest, it was this and the Gen 4 hammer drill. Those were the main two that I was running. Just made more sense to get the biggest and best before you started getting anything else. Of course, I'm going to be expanding, getting a little bit more here and there, but for right now, I think I'm okay with the amount of drills and drivers that I have. This, I keep forgetting if it's the 15 or 13, but it's the 13. It is the newer one that comes with the double-sided ProFlex bits. I did make a video on it at one point, but I figure, you know, tools of the week, and I do use it a lot. A lot. Pretty much every outlet I try to use this. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I also try to, well, I didn't really grab any more power tools. I was also in the middle of setting up. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. The planer. Not a big planer, but it is a planer. Dirty. I definitely use this thing a lot, and I will be here soon posting a video on the blade change. It's still sharp, but it could be better. Yeah, there it is. Or at least there's like one of them. So, let me hold it where you can kind of sort of see it. I want to do a video on a blade change. I know when I first got this thing, you couldn't do this without it feeling like it was going to scrape away your skin, and I'm barely touching it. But that, you know, still, whenever I first got it, the thing was like razor sharp, which is what it's supposed to be, and yeah, it comes with extras, so I figure, you know, why not? It's been a while. Never changed it out before. New year, new blade. New year, new blade. We'll go with that. So, what is it? Oh, this is a planer. Sorry. You can use this. Yeah. I'm not gonna use that as an example, but this is about 2 inches wide. I think. Give me 1 second. So we got double-sided bit, longer than the blade. It's about 2 inches wide. So I use this specifically on doors. Like if you need to shave down the top, the bottom, the side, whatever, you're not using it on like the big face of the door. You're using it on like the little parts, the trim of it, basically, I guess you'd call it. Yeah, you get it. You've probably either used one or seen somebody using one here and there. They're fairly simple to use. It's got little increments. Even if you don't know what the rest of them are, most folk know what 1/16 is. All right, I mean that's literally just one line on a tape measure from one to one line, not the whole inch, but you get what the hell I'm saying. A 16th is a 16th. Everybody knows what that is. So you could start there, and then if you need more or less, just go more or less. And keep in mind it ain't got much more, but it's got a little bit. If you really want to play with it, I use that not every day, but I use it more than once a week. We'll go with that. And this week it came in handy. I was able to get a couple of doors straight for people, make their lives a little less hectic, a little more easy on them. 'Tis my job. So, on to the next thing. That was a power tool. We'll go with a hand tool this time. Speaking of doors, this comes in handy. I've seen people use jacks. Like I know DeWalt makes a little jack, or if not DeWalt, I know somebody makes a jack that you can use and just kind of raise it up however much you need. But you can also do that with these, and these are only like 20, 25 bucks. And this is the small one. They do make a bigger one, and when I say bigger, it's about like this. So like it, and I think that one was like 40. That's probably why I got this one, because I mean, hell, you can get two for the price of one almost. So I only have one, but I only need one. Like sometimes you can set it in the middle, but sometimes you can move it more towards the front, and you can just pump it up, and you can kind of play with it. Put one hand on the back. It's basically an extra set of hands. Get it at the right height. I recommend this. And like obviously you can use those for a lot more. I mean, I've seen people like locksmiths for doors, pop a lock. I've seen them use it to kind of hold the door open a little bit. That was pretty cool. I mean, there's all kind of uses for it. It's a bag that you can pump full of air that shouldn't puncture unless you actively try to puncture it with something. Speaking of which, I'm not about to show that off too much, but I'm not breaking my $20 bag, but just for record's sake, I'll put it in my freaking good hand here. Again, I'm not tearing up my bag, but I don't even see where I was doing that. This is like high quality rubber or some shit. And then just like at the doctor's office, you just squeeze that, you'll get the air out. Moving on. The nail gun, everybody's favorite 12-volt nail gun. Does any other companies make a 12-volt? Like, does DeWalt have a 12-volt? I don't think they do. This seriously might be the only one in its class, unless Milwaukee makes another one. But this is the 18-volt, so I would imagine that they have, 18 gauge, my bad, 18 gauge. So I would imagine the 23 gauge, they might have one in a 12-volt line as well. He always shows up. He's been showing up, man. I ain't worried about Juan. Juan kind of chill here, to be completely honest. He isn't that crazy here. He's all right. I guess I should catch up on a couple of. It's an air shim. You can use it for anything. Oh, he was actually talking about, what was he talking? Oh, the planer. I had the planer out. Yeah. He wasn't talking about the bag. The bag's cool as shit. But he was talking about the planer when I had that out. Because at first I just kind of walked up with it like this, and he didn't know what the hell it was. To be fair, it kind of looks like anything right there. Kind of look like a freaking iron. So we'll call it that. But moving on, next hand tool. Steven, you should know very well what these are. I shouldn't even have to show you the brand name. You should literally be able to guess it just by the look of it and the operation. So I'm gonna hold them for a second just in case anybody else comes in here. But I'm hoping to God you're still here and you know exactly what these are. Because you should use these. I would imagine these specifically are somewhere in your bag. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Use Nipex. Yeah. You should definitely try these out then. I know Nipex makes some good stuff. I ain't never used it. I know they make good stuff, dude, but you ought to try these out, man. They come as a set for about 30-40 bucks at Home Depot. You can get this big ass pair, and then it comes with a slightly smaller, like 6 inch or 8 inch pair. I can't remember, but these are the 10s or the 12s. One of the fucking two. Let's find out. I got a tape measure somewhere. Oh no, these are 13 and a half. Yeah, these are not 10s by any means. I'm thinking Milwaukee. These, yeah, I was thinking Milwaukee when I said these are crescents. So these are the big ass like 14, 13 and a half. Nipex is my go-to. They are expensive, but they're see. I don't. Where do you get Nipex from? It can't be Home Depot or Lowe's. I go there a lot, and I never really see anything Nipex there. Or Knipex, however the fuck you say it. But I never see anything Nipex there. I'm kind of out of power tools that I've used this week. I didn't. I'm not gonna act like I use everything all the time. I've used the installation driver, the planer, the Gen 4. I did use the Surge, but I've been showing the Surge. There's really, I mean, I'll go get it if anybody wants to see it, but everybody's been seeing it. Everybody knows it's just another impact driver. It's a little better, like on the hands and on the feel of the tool itself. It's a little better than the Gen 4, but again, it's not as powerful, so you still need a normal impact driver to do the bigger, heavier lags and different things like that. Said it sold at multiple plumbing and electrical supply houses. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at it, try to find them. Either that or I can just always look online. Like I know I can find them online somewhere. Oh, I know they're expensive. I mean, but everything's freaking expensive, man. I mean, shit. This, this set was $120. Well, 119, and then plus tax, it was like 125. So I mean, and this set is great. It's an amazing set. Awesome. Comes in a nice little case. You know, it's amazing. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I think it's worth $120. I like if they would have took 40 off, I would have been like, yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect price. I feel like no hand tool set. Yes, it's impact rated, so I get where I understand why they put it at the price point that they did because technically it could have been higher. It seriously could have been higher. We all know certain other impact rated sets, and I no, how much was that? I think it was oh fuck, Steven, during during the summer, the Milwaukee there was a rail of standard sizes like I'm just gonna we're gonna go get it because I instead of just talking about it I can just show it to you. I know where it is. Yeah, right there. This. When you bought this, was it 40 or 60 bucks? Because I cannot remember for the life of me if it was 40 or $60. But this is Milwaukee. So everyone knows it's got a price point on it already that's pretty freaking high. But I mean, this is more expensive in terms of, I guess how many you're getting. Because you're only getting, technically, this is 2, 4, 6, but these are flip sockets, they're deep well. Like, there's more to offer in this set. Yes, it's more money, but for the value of, like, how many you're getting versus how many you're getting here. I mean, total, like, not just the socket, like, everything. Everything that's in here, like minus the case. I know you're spending money on the case too, but not the point here. The point is the like amount of stuff. You're getting way more stuff at a better value than just, even if this was 40 bucks, and I don't think it was. I think it was 60. I would imagine less value here. Yes, these are impact, and you can stick it on but I mean, you can do that with chrome sockets too. Only so much. You get my point. Christmas deals had them cheaper, 45. Yes, okay. See, yeah, I should have waited then for Christmas. I've used these a little bit, not a lot. I've honestly, I think I've used this one or this one. I can't remember. It's one of these. I've used them outside on the structural bolts for the railing that's out there. I was gonna make a video about that, but that was when I did it with these, because I was trying to do it with these, but I needed a hammer and I didn't feel like going to get it, and then I ended up having to leave. I was gonna do a video on that, but I just didn't. But anyway, I know I used either this one or this one on the bolts outside with the stubby. So that was another thing. I was like, I found another use for the stubby. I was happy about that. Not just mechanics, Christmas deals had them cheaper, yeah. Going to get that one Friday. That Klein set is fucking expensive for no reason. Like that was the original point of what I was talking about. Like if they would have had this at like 80, a flat 80 bucks, because they already had, I mean, 119, that's a fucking weird ass number. Why not just make it 120? And then from there it was already 125 with tax, but you know what I mean? They like, if they would have just had it at 80 bucks, that would have been better, because they have another set that's just the flip deep wells, like just these. It's fucking $100 flat, or $120 flat. So like, depending on how many sockets you go through and how many you use and all that, you might be buying more of them. But the fact that they're impact rated, I think they should serve you a little well, like for a little while. 'Cause I know they've done me good. Like, where the fuck is it? Did I put it up? Might have put it up. This set came, like this came with this. Dude, I used them a lot. Like you can actually kind of see a little bit of marring on this one from where like I've been using it. But ever since I got these, man, fuck, I ain't had to really use this one. Where did I put it somewhere? Yeah, right here. I barely have any marring or scarring at all on this one. And I've been using it exclusively since I got it, like the other day for Christmas. But so I guess 1 week of use and the motherfucker's still perfect. That's pretty cool. I've had this set know it was before Black Friday, but it was like the start of the Black Friday deals, if that makes any sense. And this set is just as fucking useful, and it actually comes in certain areas. It comes in more useful because of the width of the 3/8 ratchet. But the problem is you can't really stick them quarter onto the 3/8, so that kind of fucking sucks. But even if that was the fucking case, at 119 online Lowe's, yeah, and it's the same price in store. So really, it don't matter unless you got money on the Lowe's money or whatever. Then you can get some shit took off of it. But like most folk, they probably spent all their Lowe's money on, like during the Christmas time or whatever. Like if you had $100 on there or whatever, you definitely used it. So what I was getting at though, the width of the ratchet sometimes holds it back. Not every time, just sometimes. Specifically in the on the fridge, there's like a 3-bolt system where there's 2 over here and 1 over here. It can't really get to the top one or this bottom one very well. Now, with certain ones, it would work. But if your fridge has, and I hate the fact that they do this, if it has a Phillip head screw, you and this is that's what I was doing in the video the other day, and that's what I'm talking about is kind of from that video. So if no one has seen that, I kind of recommend go look at that, because that is what I'm talking about here. So in the little set, you'll grab your 1/4 inch, chuck it in, and then you'll get your Phillip 2, which again, I hate the fact that they do this, but you would use it this way to get on and off the screws. But if your fridge has regular fucking machine screws with either a 5/16 or a 1/4 head or whatever the fuck it's got on there, then you're good to go. You can actually use the shallow, and typically it is the 5/16, but sometimes it's 1/4. So just make sure you're looking for what you got. And like I say, every now and again this might get in the way a little bit, so you'll only get like a piece of a turn, and it might be at a weird fucking angle. So you might want to watch out for that. In which case, you can try to get this on there, but at that point you might be using a screwdriver or something. At that point, I've seen it done 100 different ways, but if it's got the Phillip head screws on it, which I freaking hate, you got to run it this way. It's just what you got to do. Now, I've yet to run into this being a problem on any other appliance. I will say that. Like, for the, what's it called? The dishwasher. For the dishwasher, dude, getting up under there, tightening everything up, that you can with this, because some things you have to use pliers and different things like that. But what you can tighten up with these on dishwashers and different things like that, dude, is great. It's great. Now, the other part of this set, and I have used most sizes. I think the only sizes I haven't used are the, what's that? I don't want to look too stupid. The fuck is that? 11/16, and I haven't used the 5/8. The white and the purple. Ooh, but I have used both of these. So I have used the 13/16 and the 3/4. I've used both of those. Only on like 1 or 2 little bolts I say little; those are fucking huge. But I've only used them on a few of those. It was nice seeing you. God bless. Yeah. No, no, she is being occupied. She is being occupied, and I will take a peek. Let's see what they're doing. About to stir the hornet's nest. What are y'all doing?
Playing.
Oh, really? Hey to y'all, so y'all say hey.
Hey, Grandpa.
It ain't Grandpa. It ain't Grandpa. Dag nabbit, it ain't Grandpa. Jesus Christ, if he's anything, he's y'all's uncle.
Because he cannot see it.
Well, that don't matter. He can see y'all. There, hornet's nest stirred. I give it 5 minutes at most before they come running out here talking about they want a snack or something. Yeah. It's scary, but that's how reproduction works. That is exactly how reproduction works. They typically look just like you at certain points of the day. Like your kids, they look just like you, especially like from the one time I kind of seen them in the photos, man. Like I definitely thought, yeah, those are his, 100%. There's no denying that your kids are yours, especially the youngest. I don't know if that's how it was with the first one, and then just like as she getting older, she's starting to take after her mom a little more. But that youngin specifically, your youngest looks just like you. So that, to me, I don't know about everybody else, but I know for me, your youngest, yeah, that's you made over. You might as well stick her in the mud, tell her to start sniffing that purple Kool-Aid pipe glue. Holy shit, 30 minutes flies by fast, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, well, the first few minutes, it took a while for anyone to get here. And I did kind of get sidetracked. This. I know I need to change the blade, but I think everybody should run this one specifically. All right? I know they make the one with the screwdriver on the end of it. I had that one, and I broke it. Specifically, the screwdriver part. I don't know what it's called, but I can show you on this. Where is it at? Yeah. So you see how this has that little ball right there? On that razor blade, the part where it's a freaking screwdriver. There's that ball. Same like on there's that ball. Now, the ball on mine popped out, and I tried to just push it back in. I don't know if the O-ring that kind of held it in place if that is what went bad, or if the ball took some damage. I don't know. I don't recommend that one. All right, I had it for like 6 months. I wouldn't even say six. I probably had it for 4, and then I went and got this one, and I've had 0 issues with this. And all it does is hold more blades. So I thought the hornet's nest had came this way, but I was wrong. So anyway, yeah, I recommend just getting the one with extra blade storage. Everyone has screwdrivers, dude. I mean, if you don't have a screwdriver at this point, don't get don't get that. Go get a legitimate screwdriver. Really, the best starting screwdriver for anybody would probably just be like an 11-in-1 from Klein. But if you have 20, $30 and you're looking for a really good screwdriver, just go get the ProFlex, the double-sided one. I mean, dude, it comes with everything you'll ever need. I I can't really find a problem with this. You can kind of sort of treat it like a ball. if that's what you're into. I know I want to get some vessel stuff, but that shit is expensive. I really want to get some vessel stuff. I do. The the one that I'm looking at getting, because I've seen they have different types for those that run vessel. Linux makes a razor knife. Bends into different directions to cut shit. What kind of goddamn... You need to make a video on it and send it at least in the Discord. Just a quick 30-second video of it being normal and then fucking turning into goddamn Gear 5 Luffy on me, dude. Like, you gotta show me that, because I can't picture what you're talking about unless it, like, has just 3 little different positions. Like, it has a straight, and then it can go like this and like that. But if the entire thing can just start bending at 90-degree angles and all that, I'm gonna break that. I'm gonna put too much pressure on that son bitch and break it. Like, you gotta send me a video on that Linux shit. I want to see that. But the ball grip, that's specifically what I'm talking about with vessel. That's the only reason anyone ever gets vessel, is because they want the ball grip. I got your message. You sent me something, a welding something. I got that. But anyway, dude, the vessel thing, like I was saying, they make different models, but it's an electric screwdriver. They have a high torque model, a high speed model, and then I guess like a base model. They're all three, on Lowe's at least, they're all three within like $10 of each other. So I'm not getting both. I'm getting one, and I feel like if I get one, I can torque it down myself. I'd rather just get the high speed one and see what that's about. And I believe that's the one that Morgan has, and that was also his reasoning behind it. Like, dude, if I need it to stop and I just grab it and turn it myself, it's not an issue. It's a screwdriver. But at the same time, it'd be nice if all you had to do was either hit a button or twist it one direction and it just kept going. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that would be badass. So I'm probably just going to get the high speed one and I'll torque it myself, unless it's not meant for that. I want to look into it more and see, because I'm not spending $85 on something just to fucking break it. Like, I will not do that. I trust Vessel because of a few people on YouTube, but I don't trust myself. I'm bad about being tough on things. Especially electric shit. And I consider electric screwdrivers to be shitty, but that is why I do the ratcheting ones. I like this, but I don't want to break something that I spend almost $100 on, because I'll never buy it again, and then I will actually go on a mission to prove that it is shit. I will do the same thing that I am doing to Makita, but also what Josh and Souls are doing to Makita. Squatch and Souls are doing to Makita. That is something that's a boat that I'll get on. I don't like Makita, but I will say that I like Vessel until proven otherwise, because I'm gonna get it. I just don't know when. Money's got to be right, for sure. And maybe eventually I'll get a bunch more subs and YouTube will pay me, and then I can actually do shit once a week. Because to my knowledge, YouTube pays you once a month, like a lump sum check. And whatever you get is whatever you get. You know, like, I'm not, dude, I don't care if it's $5, we're going to do a $5 video. But if it's more than that, you know, we're going to do some fun shit. We're going to do some projects. We're going to do some cool shit, because it's just going to go right back into it. That's it. We'll give this maybe another 5 minutes. We'll close it out with the best of all. These blackout wire strippers. Dude, I cannot get enough of these things. I wanted to get the American ones, like it's got like a red handle and a blue handle on it. I don't know why that fell, but my backpack fell. So if anybody saw a ghost back there, just somebody let me know. I don't like ghosts very much, and they don't like me. Pinch their nipples off. It's my YouTube. I can say whatever the fuck I want. But anyway, these things, dude, they help a lot. Comparing them to these, and these are the big ones. They're not like the same style or anything, but they are a little bit more heavy duty, and I like using them in that fashion as like a heavy duty thing. So I mainly use them like pliers, just to grab, grip, pull. You know, like I've used these to get screws, like like where you just kind of twist it out of there because the head's fucking stripped out. And you don't have a bolt extractor, and you're not going to the store to get one, and you'll just grab the head of it and twist it on out of there. Yeah, you can use those for that. These, I have done smaller ones with these, but drywall screws and things like that, you're not using this for. That take too long. You're gonna get pissed off. Just grab these. They got that big ass head on it for a reason. You just grip that on there, bro, and you good to go. Good to go. Every time. Every time. I've never had a problem. I know typically I don't use this. I really don't. But it does come in handy here and there. I found some of these, but they don't quite work. They're a little too long. They're Craftsman. For those wondering, the little set is Craftsman. So I guess if you have a Craftsman precision screwdriver, it'll work for those. But these are a little too long, and they don't lock in, like, at all. Like, I know the other ones really don't as well, but you can actively feel it go in there and lock in place. Like, it doesn't come out as easy. You actually kind of have to pull it out. Not too hard, but it goes in. This one, I will say, is cool because it's got that ball-like action where, like, if you just put it there, you can just turn it. But, I mean, it's just a precision screwdriver. I typically, if you're using this, it's on shit that's up against the wall. Like the toilet paper holders, them things, they're right up against the wall. So you're turning it just like this. You're putting it up against the wall, and you are just slightly turning it just to tighten it up enough to get it to quit moving on that mount. I hate that type, but typically that's the type you see in homes now. Why, I don't know, but that's the one that people get. And get, I guess, to hide the screws that hold the fucking thing up. Dude, come on now. Just come on now. If it's screwed in, typically people they don't mess with it. If they don't see stuff, doesn't mean they won't go looking for how to mess with it. But it don't matter, buddy. We leaving anyway. So we getting up out of here. There ain't too much more I got left to show. Trying to think. Yeah, I can't think of much else to show. I've done showed most everything else on this channel already. I've accumulated a lot, so now it's kind of just up to my day to day to feed me content until I get new things. I will say I do like the Klein bit holders. I was about to get the DeWalt one. That's something that I can talk about before I leave. So I bought my wife specifically one of these. She needed one for the IP and some other stuff. I've already got this one. I've got a couple of things like they're in drills right now. So that's why that one's missing too. But anyway, I bought my wife this one. I was gonna get her the DeWalt one, and then I remembered she said don't get like a regular carabiner, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's right. She wanted either this type or something like the Milwaukee that's got the lock on it. She said she didn't want just a regular type because sometimes it'll slip off the purse. So I was like, do I go get this one or do I go get this one? So I checked the prices, and the DeWalt one, surprisingly, for $15, the DeWalt one is the most expensive, but it has the most basic ass carabiner. I know other people have brought that up, but I wanted to bring that up here because I wanted, like, now that I've seen it in person, the Milwaukee one, like, I think it's either 12 or 14. I can't remember, but I know the Klein is also 14. And the DeWalt's $1 more expensive at 15. You get the same amount of bit holders. And it's a basic ass carabiner. It's yellow, so I mean, there's that, but in my opinion, you probably would have been better just going with it as black. And then making the bit holders themselves yellow, but I think they're color coded on the DeWalt as well. If they are color coded, awesome. If not, it really, I mean, to me, that doesn't matter, dog. You should know what the hell you're looking for, not based on the bit holder, but based on the bit. You really shouldn't need a color coded system. I think that's just something cool that they threw in there because they could. Klein and DeWalt, if they are color coded. I know Klein is. I'm fucking staring at it. But yeah, we are gonna go ahead and get up out of here. It has been great, you guys. It's almost 10 o'clock. I know everybody's probably got work tomorrow, and you know, like most people, you got to get back to your real grind. No more days off randomly and all that. And if you do, it's going to cost you. So I hope everybody is as excited about this year as I am. You know, and just hit it hard. Do what you do. Stay healthy. And don't buy fucking Makita. All right? Buy a real goddamn tool brand. Don't buy fucking Makita. See you guys later.